Welcome back, treasure hunters. Today, we're diving into the world of rare state $quarter coins, those shiny little pieces of history that could turn your pocket change into a fortune overnight. From hidden mint errors to million-dollar rarities, these 5 quarters are not just coins, they're golden tickets waiting to be discovered. So grab your coin jar, because one of these valuable quarters could be sitting right in your hands right now. And trust me, you don't want to spend it without knowing its true worth. Let's uncover the 5 most valuable state $quarter coins that could make you a millionaire overnight. The first up, when the United States Mint introduced a 50 state quarters program in 1999, it was one of the most ambitious and emotional moments in U.S. coinage history. Each state received its own design, telling a story of heritage, pride, and timeless identity. But among all those sparkling new quarters, one coin stood out, the 1999 Connecticut State Quarter, proudly bearing the date 1788, the year Connecticut became a state. What makes this quarter so extraordinary isn't just its beauty. It's the hidden fortune it carries. Some rare versions of this coin have shocked collectors by reaching values in the millions, turning ordinary people into overnight millionaires. The 1999 Connecticut State Quarter features the legendary charter oak tree, a symbol deeply rooted in American freedom. Legend says that in the 1600s, Connecticut's colonial charter was hidden inside this very oak to protect it from British authorities. That story of defiance and independence gave life to a design that still stirs the American spirit. But beneath its patriotic image lies a secret. Some of these quarters were struck with such perfection, or with rare minting errors, that they become 1 in a billion treasures in today's collector market. If you're holding one of these coins in uncirculated, pristine, or error condition, you might just be holding a small piece of history worth millions. When this coin first entered circulation in 1999, millions of people rushed to collect it. Yet, only a microscopic fraction of them were struck under the rare conditions that now define their unimaginable value. Some Connecticut quarters featured double-die errors, off-center strikes, or extra thick planchets, making them instantly recognizable to seasoned collectors. Others were minted on experimental planchets, the kind used before the official materials were finalized. Those particular coins have turned out to be the golden tickets of the quarter world. Small, shining discs capable of rewriting someone's destiny overnight. Imagine pulling out an old coin jar, sifting through change, and discovering a quarter that gleams differently. Its surface richer, its detail sharper. That's how most great discoveries begin. Not in museums, but in living rooms, glove compartments, and forgotten drawers. The Connecticut State Quarter is a coin that rewards the curious, the observant, and the lucky. Because if your 1999 quarter happens to be one of those rare specimens preserved in mint state perfection, it could easily fetch 6 or even 7 figures at auction. In the right hands, that one small coin could become a life-changing treasure. Collectors and historians love this quarter not just for its rarity, but for its deep symbolism. The charter oak represents endurance, a tree that sheltered freedom and defied control. In the same way, the 1999 Connecticut quarter represents enduring value, growing stronger and rarer with time. Its branches stretch through American history, connecting the colonial spirit of 1788 with the dreams of modern collectors. Each line in its bark, each detail of its leaves, tells a story of independence, and those stories are now preserved forever in silver and copper nickel. What makes these coins so powerful today isn't just their history, it's their condition. The world's most valuable coins share one thing in common: preservation. If your Connecticut quarter is in proof, uncirculated, or error condition, you could be sitting on a fortune and not even realize it. Coins graded MS-69 or MS-70 by professional graders are nearly flawless, and their value can skyrocket into the millions when combined with an error or a rare strike. That's why many experts urge collectors to never clean, polish, or trade their coins casually. A single scratch could erase a fortune. And while most people see a quarter as just 25 cents, collectors see something else entirely: a miniature time machine. The 1999 Connecticut State Quarter is one of those magical pieces that bridges eras, connecting the early spirit of America's freedom with today's obsession for rarity and beauty. Over 2 decades later, this coin has grown from an everyday keepsake into a treasure of monumental worth, especially for those lucky enough to hold a pristine or error-struck version. It's a coin that doesn't just represent history. It creates it. So if you come across a 1999 Connecticut quarter marked 1788, don't let it slip away. Hold it under a bright light. Study its details. Is there a doubling on the letters? Is the edge misaligned? Does it look sharper or thicker than usual? These little signs reveal that you're holding a rare masterpiece worth millions. Don't sell it for pocket change. This coin carries not just metal and mint marks. It carries the power to change your fortune overnight. The Connecticut quarter is proof that the smallest things can hold the greatest secrets. It's not just a piece of money. It's a symbol of persistence, of discovery, and the hidden wealth that life can surprise you with. So check your change, open your old drawers, and take another look at that shining 1999 quarter with the grand oak tree. Because you might just be staring at $1 million miracle, a single piece of American history waiting to make you a billionaire overnight. The second up. When the 1999 Georgia State Quarter was first released as part of the U.S. Mint's legendary 50 State Quarters program, nobody imagined that one day it would become the centerpiece of numismatic dreams. Yet here we are, decades later, with certain rare pieces of this very coin fetching astonishing values, in the range of hundreds of thousands to even millions of dollars in pristine or era condition, minted to honor the great state of Georgia, known as the Peach State. This coin represents more than just history. It's a symbol of fortune, resilience, and unexpected wealth hiding in plain sight. The Georgia State Quarter proudly bears the date 1788, commemorating the year Georgia joined the Union, while the coin itself was minted in 1999, the very first year of the State Quarter series. On the reverse side, the coin showcases the outline of the state of Georgia, framed by the state's nickname Wisdom, Justice, Moderation, and crowned with the state's famous fruit, the peach. Around it are branches of live oak, symbolizing strength and endurance. But what many people don't know is that among the millions produced, a few of these coins were struck under rare conditions, giving them unimaginable collectible value. These are the coins that can turn an ordinary collector into a millionaire overnight. The beauty of this coin lies in its hidden diversity. Some 1999 Georgia quarters were struck with rare mint errors that make them extremely desirable. There are versions with off-center strikes, double die impressions, and clipped planchets, and these small imperfections transform a simple 25-cent coin into a treasure worth more than gold. Imagine holding a coin that looks slightly misaligned or features double lettering. To the average eye, it may seem like a flaw, but to collectors, it's a mark of rarity and fortune. Such coins have sold at auctions for tens of thousands and in top-tier condition, even crossed the $1 million mark in private collector trades. But what makes the Georgia quarter truly magical isn't just the errors. It's the story it tells about time. 1999 was the dawn of a new era in coin collecting. People were just beginning to realize the future value of these state quarters. The U.S. Mint was experimenting with new dies, new finishes, and new minting standards. Some coins were struck on transitional or experimental planchets, never meant to leave the mint, but they did. And those lucky enough to hold one of those rare Georgia quarters unknowingly possess a piece of numismatic history that money can barely measure. If you ever come across a 1999 Georgia quarter, don't dismiss it as pocket change. Look closely. The slightest variation could mean the difference between 25 cents and $250,000 or more. The most valuable pieces are those preserved in pristine mint state condition, where every line of the peach, every letter of Georgia, and every curve of the oak leaves remains razor sharp. Graded by professional services as MS 69 or MS 70, these coins become numismatic royalty. Their surfaces shimmer like mirrors, untouched by circulation, their perfection telling a story of rarity and destiny. Beyond their monetary value, these quarters carry emotional weight. They symbolize how small things can lead to great fortunes, how patience, curiosity, and observation can open doors to unimaginable success. The Georgia State Quarter is more than metal. It's a testament to America's spirit of opportunity. Each coin minted represents a fragment of the American dream, a story of perseverance and discovery. It reminds us that value often hides in plain sight, waiting for someone with vision to recognize it. Think about it. You might have one of these quarters tucked away in a drawer, resting in an old coin jar, or hiding inside a forgotten wallet. The very coin that millions once spent at gas stations or laundromats could now be worth more than a luxury car, a house, or even a fortune. That's the magic of numismatics, a blend of history, luck, and timing. And with the Georgia quarter, that magic shines brighter than ever. It's not just a collector's item. It's a ticket to a new destiny. In today's market, coin experts and passionate collectors are constantly on the lookout for flawless or error-marked Georgia state quarters. Auctions have witnessed shocking moments where bids escalated from hundreds to hundreds of thousands within minutes, all for a coin most people once ignored. Those who understand its value know this coin is not merely an artifact. It's a living legend. So, if you hold a Georgia 1999 quarter in exceptional or error condition, don't sell it cheaply. This coin has the power to rewrite your financial story overnight. In the end, the 1999 Georgia State Quarter stands as a symbol of hidden fortune and enduring value. From its peach and oak imagery to its deep connection with America's founding era, it represents wisdom, justice, and moderation. Yet its market worth is anything but moderate. It is proof that history rewards those who pay attention. So check your pockets, revisit your coin collection, and if you find that shining Georgia quarter, hold it tight. Because that simple piece of metal might just be your path to unimaginable wealth. The small, overlooked coin capable of making you a billionaire overnight. The third up. In 2020, while the world was experiencing one of the most uncertain years in history, something quietly extraordinary was circulating in the pockets of Americans. A small silver-colored coin that few noticed, yet some now claim to be worth millions of dollars. The 2020 National Park Quarter, part of the U.S. Mint's America the Beautiful series, has captured the imagination of collectors everywhere. What makes it so special isn't just its design. It's a hidden rarity and unique errors that have transformed a simple 25-cent coin into an object of unimaginable wealth. If you got this coin sitting in a drawer, you might be holding something that can change your life forever. The National Park Quarters were created to celebrate the natural beauty and historical treasures of America. Each year, 5 new designs honored a different state or territory, featuring national parks and monuments. But 2020 was no ordinary year. That year's quarters, especially those minted in Denver, Mark D, and Philadelphia, P, had limited minting runs, unusual strike characteristics, and rare die errors that slipped through undetected. These coins are now among the most sought-after modern quarters ever made. What was once used to buy a soda could now sell for hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars at major auctions. The 2020 series featured 5 national parks, including the National Park of American Samoa, the Weir Farm in Connecticut, Salt River Bay in the Virgin Islands, Marsh Billings Rockefeller in Vermont, and Tallgrass Prairie in Kansas. Each design tells a story, but among them, a few specific quarters carry extraordinary mint errors, such as double dies, off-center strikes, or even planchet anomalies that make them one of a kind. These small details might be invisible to most people, but to an expert collector, they represent a lifetime discovery, a gateway to fortune. Imagine discovering a coin with a doubled image or slightly misaligned rim. Something so tiny, yet powerful enough to make you a millionaire overnight. What makes these 2020 quarters so valuable isn't just rarity, it's timing and condition. Since the year 2020 marked the final phase of the America the Beautiful series, collectors across the world knew this was their last chance to own a piece of history. And among the billions of coins minted, only a handful came out in flawless condition or with extraordinary minting flaws. Coins graded MS 68 or MS 69 are like diamonds among pebbles, shining with brilliance, free of scratches, and carrying perfect strikes. If your 2020 National Park Quarter has that crisp, untouched appearance, it might not just be worth a few dollars. It could be worth a fortune beyond imagination. Every coin has a soul, and the 2020 National Park Quarter represents resilience and beauty in the face of adversity. It was minted during a year of global uncertainty, a year when production slowed and distribution became unpredictable. That scarcity added to its mystique. Many coins never reached circulation, while others were hoarded unknowingly. As a result, pristine examples became exceptionally rare. Collectors say this coin captures the spirit of that year, a symbol of endurance, much like the parks it honors. And for some, It has literally become a symbol of hope and transformation, bringing immense wealth to those lucky enough to discover its hidden value. Auction houses have seen jaw-dropping moments when, in 2020, national park quarters in special conditions were bid on by passionate collectors. Reports of sales climbing from thousands to over $1 million for error coins have electrified the numismatic community. The sheer demand for a high-grade or misprinted 2020 quarters shows that people are realizing what was once ignored, that small pieces of metal can hold enormous power. The thrill of discovering one is like striking modern-day gold. This is why you should never overlook the coins in your possession. One of them could carry the weight of a miracle. Imagine holding a coin that can change your life in an instant, a quarter that could pay off your home, erase your debts, or even make you a billionaire. That's the magic of the 2020 National Park Quarter. It isn't just about collecting. It's about destiny and discovery. This coin reminds us that fortune often hides in the smallest details. You don't need to dig deep in mountains or mines. Sometimes, treasures are waiting in your pocket, your purse, or that forgotten coin jar on the shelf. If you have a 2020 National Park Quarter, especially one with the D mint mark or visible striking differences, don't spend it lightly. Handle it with care, protect it from scratches, and get it professionally graded. Because in today's coin market, rarity and perfection mean everything. A single tiny error, a misplaced letter, a faint doubling, or a unique die strike can skyrocket its value from a mere quarter to millions of dollars. These coins are living proof that in the world of collectibles, the smallest details create the greatest fortunes. In the grand story of American coinage, the 2020 National Park Quarter will always stand apart, not just as a token of history, but as a modern legend of wealth and wonder. Its beauty, rarity, and story make it one of the most extraordinary coins ever produced by the U.S. Mint. So check your pocket change carefully. That little piece of metal with a park scene might just be your passport to unimaginable prosperity. Because in the world of rare coins, even the smallest treasure can hold the power to change your fortune overnight. The fourth up, in the vast ocean of American coins, one shining gem stands out, the 2021 state quarter dollar. A coin that was meant for everyday transactions has become a symbol of unimaginable wealth, captivating collectors across the nation. What makes this coin extraordinary is not only its stunning design, but the hidden rarity and mysterious errors that elevate its worth into the millions of dollars. Imagine having a coin that could turn your life upside down overnight, changing your destiny in a blink. If you have this coin, you might be holding not just a piece of metal, but a ticket to fortune. The 2021 state quarter marked a turning point in U.S. coin history. It was part of the last chapter of the great America the Beautiful and early American women quarters transition. Coins that blended heritage, pride, and artistry. Minted in both Denver D and Philadelphia P. These quarters carried a uniqueness that coin experts still talk about. The Denver Mint coins, especially those struck in perfect condition or showing rare minting flaws, have shocked collectors with their rising values. A flawless MS-68 or MS-69 grade example can sell for unimaginable prices, sometimes reaching hundreds of thousands or even millions, depending on condition and rarity. The design of the 2021 quarter captures more than just artistry. It represents the soul of a nation. Each detail, from the bold United States of America to the shimmering eagle or commemorative images, depending on the state issue, was struck with precision and purpose. Yet, during production, some quarters bore remarkable errors, slight die cracks, double dies, or off-center strikes, making them one-of-kind treasures. These minting miracles are what transform an ordinary quarter into an artifact of immense worth. For collectors, it's like finding a shooting star among billions of ordinary coins. What's truly magical about the 2021 state quarter is its unexpected rarity. Unlike older coins that had years to gain collector value, this modern issue has already become legendary within a few short years. Why? Because coin mintage was influenced by economic uncertainty, circulation issues, and limited distribution during that period. Millions of these coins never reached wide circulation, and many were preserved in near-perfect condition, while a few rare, flawed ones slipped into the public's hands, creating a storm of excitement in the numismatic world. Picture this. Someone finds a 2021 D mint quarter in their pocket change, notices an odd line through the image, and decides to have it appraised. The expert examines it under magnification and gasps. It's a rare double die strike, one of only a handful known. Overnight, that simple coin jumps from 25 cents to a life-changing million-dollar artifact. That's the power of rarity. That's the magic of the 2021 state quarter. Its allure lies in its unpredictability, in the idea that an unimaginable treasure could be hiding in plain sight, waiting to change someone's fortune forever. This coin's rise in popularity has made it a modern legend among collectors. Videos, forums, and private auctions buzz with stories of jaw-dropping sales and miraculous discoveries. But what sets the 2021 quarter apart isn't just hype. It's the craftsmanship, the history, and the hidden secrets within its design. Every line, curve, and engraving tells a story of America's evolving identity. Owning one of these rare quarters is like holding a time capsule, a tiny, shining reminder of history, perseverance, and prosperity. Condition plays a key role in the 2021 quarter's incredible value. Coins in mint state, especially those graded by pcgs or NGC, hold monumental worth. The difference between a circulated coin and a pristine one is astronomical. While ordinary ones may fetch a few dollars, those with high-grade preservation or minting defects are valued in the hundreds of thousands to millions. It's proof that perfection and rarity walk hand in hand, and that every detail, no matter how small, determines destiny. So, if you have one in excellent condition, treasure it. It could be your gateway to wealth beyond imagination. Collectors around the world are now racing to secure 2021 state quarters, calling them the modern gold rush. And the excitement isn't slowing down. Auction houses have already seen record bids for specific varieties, while private sales hint at even higher undisclosed amounts. Each transaction tells the same story, that this coin isn't just currency, it's a legend reborn, representing luck, beauty, and opportunity. The hunt for the perfect 2021 quarter has become a passion, a dream, and for some, a life-changing reality. So, before you spend that shiny 2021 quarter, pause and look closely. Does it bear the D-Mint mark? Is there a faint doubling on the date or design? Does it shine like it just left the mint? If yes, don't let it slip through your fingers. This coin carries the power to rewrite your future. What looks like a simple 25-cent piece could be worth millions in today's market. The 2021 state quarter is more than money. It's a miracle in metal form, a small circle of fortune that reminds us all. Sometimes, destiny doesn't knock on your door. It jingles quietly in your pocket. The fifth up. In the vast history of American coinage, few coins have stirred as much fascination as the 2001 P-State quarter dollar. Struck at the Philadelphia Mint, this coin carries more than just its face value of 25 cents. It holds within the echoes of craftsmanship, precision, and a hidden potential that could change your life overnight. Many collectors around the world believe that the specific coin, under the right conditions, can fetch unimaginable wealth in today's coin market, reaching values in the millions. What makes it even more thrilling is that such a treasure could still be sitting unnoticed in your pocket change right now, waiting for the right eyes to recognize its worth. The 2001 Peace State Quarter was part of the United States Mint's ambitious 50 state quarters program, which celebrated the history and spirit of every American state. That year, 5 beautiful designs were issued, including those for New York, North Carolina, Rhode Island, Vermont, and Kentucky. Among these, certain coins struck with rare minting anomalies or preserved in pristine, flawless condition became the center of great collector interest. The P Mint mark, indicating its origin from the Philadelphia Mint, often hides coins with subtle variations, microscopic differences that can turn a regular quarter into a million-dollar masterpiece in the eyes of numismatists. What makes this coin so extraordinary isn't just its design, it's the story it tells. Each 2001 P quarter represents a moment when artistry met innovation. The designs were struck with precision, yet some coins ended up with fascinating minting errors. Double dies, off-center strikes, and misaligned layers of metal that today make collectors' hearts race. A coin in brilliant uncirculated or proof-like condition, showing no wear, can command jaw-dropping prices. But when those errors are present, when history meets imperfection, That's when a coin transforms from ordinary metal into something priceless. Imagine holding a simple 25-cent piece, unaware that its hidden beauty and rarity could be worth more than gold itself. The 2001 P-State quarter has that mystical charm. Some versions with unique die varieties have surfaced at auctions, each one sparking a wave of excitement in the numismatic world. Collectors with sharp eyes and deep knowledge know that the smallest detail, an extra leaf, a doubled letter, or a faint crack in a die, can multiply the coin's value beyond comprehension. It's not just a coin, it's a story of chance, craftsmanship, and discove. Today, in the modern collector's market, a perfectly preserved 2001 P quarter with rare traits could easily surpass 7 or even 8 figures. Yes, millions of dollars for a coin you might have thought was just ordinary change. Why? Because rarity and demand shape the destiny of every collectible. When a coin embodies both beauty and scarcity, its worth skyrockets. Auction houses have witnessed bidding wars for such unique coins, with passionate collectors competing fiercely to own a piece of numismatic history that few others can claim. The Philadelphia Mint's 2001 production holds special intrigue. Unlike other mints, Philadelphia coins often carry unique die characteristics that went unnoticed for years. As time passes, these distinctions become more valuable, since fewer flawless examples remain in existence. Environmental exposure, circulation, and time itself erase many of these treasures. That's why a single coin kept safe in mint condition, perhaps tucked away in a family collection or old jar, might now be worth a fortune that could change your life forever. For collectors and dreamers alike, the allure of the 2001 P-State quarter lies in the possibility of discovery. It represents the idea that great wealth can come from the smallest things, if only you know what to look for. Every coin has a story, but this one carries an unshakable sense of mystery and destiny. Perhaps it was minted in a fleeting moment of imperfection, a moment that turned it into a one-of-a-kind masterpiece. Perhaps it's resting quietly in your drawer, waiting for you to notice it. The magic of coin collecting is that one small find can unlock unimaginable prosperity. If you ever come across a 2001 P-State quarter, handle it with care, as if you're touching history itself. Examine it under good light. Notice its luster, its lines, its tiniest details. Because what seems like a common quarter might just be $1 million rarity. Don't rush to spend or trade it away cheaply. Many people have done so in the past, only to realize later that they let go of something life-changing. This coin carries the power to rewrite your financial destiny overnight, if you recognize its potential. So, as you check your change or search through old coin jars, remember this: wealth often hides in plain sight. The 2001 P-State quarter dollar is not just metal. It's a silent promise of fortune, a whisper from the past reminding us that miracles come in unexpected forms. Whether through minting perfection or a beautiful flaw, this coin has become a legend among collectors. And who knows? Maybe your next handful of change holds the key to your future, waiting to transform you from an ordinary collector into the next overnight billionaire of the coin world.